Hi, my name is Jessica Taylor, and I want to thank you for tuning in to this podcast on gay marriage. So, what is it? Gay marriage, if you don't already know, is marriage between two persons of the same biological sex and/or gender identity. The first laws in modern times enabling same-sex marriage were enacted during the first decade of the 21st century, according to an article on marriageequality.org. The Netherlands became the first country to legalize gay marriage in 2001. As of August 19, 2013, according to CNN.com, 15 countries, Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Portugal, Spain, South Africa, Sweden, and Uruguay, and several 38 states ban same-sex marriage, some by constitutional amendment, some by law, and majority by both. On May 9, 2012, President Barack Obama made U.S. history when he told ABC News, "I think same-sex couples should be able to get married." Obama was reelected for a second term in November 2012. Why is it a problem? For centuries, it has been argued on whether or not people of the same sex should get married. Here are some arguments for and against gay marriage that you may hear very often, along with stereotypes and language that make this subject so taboo.
These are the cons of gay marriage.
Hello, we'll be talking about the cons of gay marriage. People should not have their tax dollars used to support something they don't believe in. Gay marriage would entitle gay couples to typical marriage benefits, including claiming a tax exception for a spouse, receiving Social Security and payments from a deceased spouse, and coverage by a spouse health insurance policy. This, we believe, is wrong, and we feel that should not be accepted.
Marriage is a religious right between one man and one woman. According to a July 31st, 2003 statement from the Congregation for the Doctrine of Faith and approved by John Paul II, marriage was established by the Creator with its own nature, essentially properties, and purpose. No ideology can erase from the human spirit that the certainty that marriage exists between a man and a woman.
3. Gay marriage may lead to more children being raised in same-sex households. Girls who are raised apart from their fathers are reportedly at high risk of early sexual activity. This is big in America, especially the United States. Children without a mother are deprived of emotional security, unique advice mothers provide. Females do and should have a mother influence in their life. This is a proven fact.
4. Gay marriage will accelerate the assimilation of gays into a mainstream heterosexual culture to the detriment of the homosexual community. The gay community has created its own vibrant culture by reducing the differences in opportunities and experiences between gay and heterosexual people.
Back to same marriage with children policy. In 2001, study published in America Review suggested that children with lesbian or gay parents are more likely to engage in homosexual behavior. This was tested in University of Arizona.
Allowing gay couples to wed will further weaken the institution of marriage. Traditional marriage is already threatened with high divorce risk, between 40% and 50%, and with 40.6% of babies being born to unmarried mothers in 2008.
The institution of marriage is sexist. It should not be expanded but weakened. Marriage runs contrary to two primary goals of the lesbian and gay movement. Gay liberation in New York City said marriage is a privilege, not a right. Society can choose to endorse certain types of sexual arrangements and give support in the form of benefits of these arrangements. Marriage was created for a man and a woman, not a woman and woman or a man and a man. As you can tell, we could go back from biblical days that this was not accepted.
Most religions consider homosexuality a sin. It would weaken the definition and respect for the institution of marriage. It would further weaken the traditional family values essential to our society. It could provide a slippery slope in the legality of marriage. It confuses children about gender roles and expectations of society, and only a man and woman can procreate.
Employee benefits will be reduced as employers are mandated to spread their limited benefit dollars to include homosexual partners. Limited benefit dollars given to homosexuals must come from somewhere. Indeed, they are taken away from everyone else. Married couples raising children. Homosexual couples will be given legal preference to adopt due to their inability to procreate. In other words, homosexuals will not be granted equal rights, but super rights. Rights that will supersede your rights as a citizen. Tragically, children will be treated as trophies that, in effect, violate homosexual relationships.
Same-sex couples should be allowed to publicly celebrate their commitment in the same way as heterosexual couples. The Human Rights Campaign Foundation states that many same-sex couples want the right to legally marry, honor their relationship in the greatest way our society has to offer. With that being said, same-sex couples should not feel pressured or scared to walk in the streets at any type of way. The concept of traditional marriage being defined as one man and one woman is historically inaccurate, given the prevalence of modern and ancient examples of family arrangements based on polygamy, the use of concubines and mistresses, and the commonality of prostitution. Heterosexual monogamy can be considered unnatural in evolutionary terms. Gay marriage is protected by the Constitution's commitments to liberty and equality. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled in 1974's Cleveland Board of Education versus LaFleur that the freedom of personal choice in matters of marriage and family life is one of the liberties protected by the Due Process Clause. U.S. District Judge Vaughn Walker wrote on August 4, 2010, that Proposition 8 in California banning gay marriage was constitutional under both the Due Process and Equal Protection Clauses. Likewise, in protecting our commitments to liberty and equality, gay marriage would make it easier for same-sex couples to adopt, providing stable homes for children who would otherwise be left in foster care. In the U.S., 100,000 children are waiting to be adopted. A longitudinal study published in Pediatrics on June 7, 2010, found that children of lesbian mothers were rated higher than children of heterosexual parents in social and academic competence, and had fewer social problems. Also, in a July 2010 study, found that children of gay fathers were as well adjusted as those adopted by heterosexual parents. And to me, we should be begging gay couples to adopt these children. We should see it no more as loving that a child has never had. Last but not least, for those who didn't know, same-sex marriage is a civil right. The 1967 Supreme Court case, Loving versus Virginia, confirmed that marriage is one of the basic civil rights of a man, and same-sex marriage should receive the same protections given to interracial marriages by that ruling. The NAACP, which is the National Association of Advancement of Color, May 19, 2012, named same-sex marriage as one of the key civil rights struggles of our time. Now you've heard the pros and cons of gay marriage. The individuals in our group do stand with the rights of gay marriage and do believe gay couples should have the same rights all across our nation. Thank you for listening to our podcast.